Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Al Brown from Rock 95 FM, and with me is Ed Curry, coach of the Innisdale Invaders senior football team. We're here this afternoon for the Georgian-based Senior Boys Football Championship, the Barrie Central Redskins and the Barrie North Vikings, two old rivals going at it once again. Ed, what do you think?
Well, it's an interesting game. There's no question that Central should be the favorite in this game. The teams have played twice this year, and Central won both games, but North has proven that they're a very resilient team, and they have every chance to win.
The Vikings, of course, got here with a narrow victory over Innisdale in the semifinals, and Central took a little bit easier route, beating Collingwood in the semis. Central undefeated this year, obviously the favorite, but North, tough physical football team. I think we're in for a good one.
I agree with your analysis, Al. I think that what Central has done over the years and what they're doing again this year is they play clang football. They like to take a lot of plays to score. They play good defense by keeping their offense on the field. North, on the other hand, knows that what they have to do is keep the score close and then maybe get a turnover or two. They have to win the battle of turnovers, and what North has to do today is be opportunistic, and when the door's open, they have to snatch victory if it's there.
Well, if you like hard-hitting football between two teams that generally don't like each other throughout the past 40 years, this is it. We're looking forward to a good one.
Number 12, Neil Smith. Number 19, Adam Higgett. Number 26, Jamie Gramer. Number 28, Richard Bailey. Number 29, Mark Powell. Number 32, John Henry. Number 31, Brad Garland.
A great name for
Number
football
30,
player,
Craig
John
Hasselberger.
Henry. Yeah, sounds like a coal miner.
Number 35, Conrad Ross. Number 39, Steve Johnson. Number 42, Chris Juno. Number 36, McLean Stevenson. Number 51, Bob Johns. Number 54, Dave Harris. Number 55, Brad Walton. Number 57, John Maloma. Number 59, Ryan Houston. Number 63, Rob Clayton. And number 65, Tim Purdy. The North coaches, Mr. Dave Conway, Mr. Jan Laziak, Mr. Peter Donaldson, and Mr. Gary Innes. Now I'd like to introduce to you the Barrie Central Redskins graduating players for 94. Number 18, Wade McLean. Number 22, Marty Garner. Number 25, Andrew Carter. Number 33, Rick Kostiuk. Number 35, Jason Verstraeten. Number 36, Eric Hart. Number 37, Mike Marling. Number 45, Brandon Watt. Number 54, Bob Keating. Number 56, Jeff McQuaig. Number 58, Mike Drury. Number 62, Chris Meisner. Number 77, Peter Garner. And number 79, Jamie Ward. The Innisdale, the Barrie Central coaches, Mr. Ed Leach, Mr. Bruce Clark, and Mr. Dave Garland. And the rest of the Barrie Central Redskins. We'll have you all stand at attention, please, for the playing of the national anthem.
to win.
Well, North's going to get the opening drive. That could be important for them. Back to receive the kick for North is Jamie Gramer, number 26. Number 37, Mike Butler. Comes the kick from Jason Verstraeten of Central. And the game is underway. Short goes to
29.
And the Vikings are going to start on their own 44-yard line, it looks like.
I think it's important early in the game that North keep the ball, get a couple of first downs, and make a statement that they're not afraid of that Central defense.
Quarterback Adam Higgett, will we see much passing out of him today, Ed?
No, he's normally not much of a passer. They depend on the running game, although they'll surprise you, and they can pass effectively when they're backed up.
Comes Vikings 1st and 10 from their 43. Higgett. Look on the field. It's a pass to open the game up. And it's caught. Mark Powell going down. He's gone all the way. A big surprise of the opening play of the game for the Vikings.
It shows you why I'm up here and not on the sideline, doesn't it?
Just said that Adam Higgett probably wouldn't throw too much in the opening play of the game. He hits Mark Powell on a fly down the sidelines. Bit of a surprise.
That is a surprise, and it's exactly what they had to do. They started out in a full house backfield, 3 backs in, brought the Central defense in tight, and then he threw a beautiful strike. Just a great opening play.
Extra point attempt by Brad Garland is good, and the Vikings, in a matter of seconds, have gone up 7-0.
Well, the mark of a great championship team is that it faces adversity and plays well. It's going to be a real test for the Redskins right now.
As we were talking earlier, before the game, Central likes to grind out its points. Long, you were saying 12, 15 play drives.
Exactly.
I need help, guys. Well, the North bench looks pretty excited for this early. Garland getting set to kick off for North.
Jason Verstraeten, who's deep to receive this kick, is probably the most dangerous open field runner in the league. They'll probably try and kick the ball away from him if they can.
The kick, number 36 for Central, Eric Hart's got it, stumbles, running down the sideline, breaks one tackle, forced out of bounds. And Central will start on about their own 35. 7-0 North already. We played one play from scrimmage.
That's right. North couldn't have asked for a better start to the game.
Now, having played both of these teams and coached against these teams a couple of times this year, Ed, is North's defense considered physical?
Yes, actually North is known for their physical style of play. But this year, Central is a very experienced team, and they also are very physical. It should be a tough, hard-hitting game.
Come the Redskins, quarterback Wade McLean leading them up. See what the Redskins do. Keep it on the ground.
33, Rick
Kostyuk.
It's interesting, even though they're down 7-0, they're obviously going to stay with their game plan and just do the things they do well.
Well, the one thing that seems to be emblematic of Central teams over the years is they don't panic too quickly.
I think it's fair to say they come to every game expecting to win.
Second and about 8.5. It's a pass over the middle. Complete. Derek Spalding, but looked like possibly a fumble, but the referee says no.
Well, that's the first break, I think, in the game might go to Central there. That could have been called a completed pass.
Redskins facing a third about 8.5 or 9.
Okay.
Both teams going to the air early, which is a bit of a surprise. See what the Skins do here.
They often run a sweep to Jason Verstraeten in this situation.
And it's another pass. Coming out here nowhere, incomplete. So Central goes to the air twice in its first 3 plays from scrimmage. You find that surprising?
I do. It's interesting that because they gave up that early touchdown, they've had to leave what they normally do. I think as the game continues, though, it'll settle back into its more usual pattern.
Just looking at the 2 benches, North seems to be pumped and Central just a bit flat at the moment.
Exactly. The punter is Jason Verstraeten, who's a good runner, often runs out of this situation.
Oh, bad snap. He tries to get it away and does. Good work by Verstraeten. It's Brad Walton. North linebacker picked it up. The Vikings on their second drive. They'll start at their own, just over the 45.
Boy, North's on a roll at the start of this game. They got a no yards call there. Be interesting to see whether Central can weather this storm. It's important, I think, here that Central stop North, force a punt.
And with that no yards penalty, North is going to start in Central territory on the Central 47. This could be a real important drive for the Redskins, Ed. They should, gotta stop this one.
Yeah. Same formation as they started in last time.
Go to the ground. Haydner, their big fullback. Tough to stop that boy.
He's a load. He also plays defense, though, and it'll be interesting to see as he plays against this tough Central team whether or not he can run as tough in the fourth quarter as he usually does in the first. He's a great athlete.
Will he do the bulk of the running for the Vikings?
He will, although you always have to be careful about Richard Bailey.
Bailey, number 28, in the backfield with Doug Haydner. And it goes to Bailey. Breaks 1 tackle, scoots up. Close to the first down. He's still going. He's got the first down. Good run, hard run by Bailey.
Central's going to have to do a better job of wrapping when they make the contact and also pursuing to the ball. Right now, I'd have to say every indication is that North came into the game more excited than Central did.
Bailey bounced off at least. Well, 1 tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Again, Bailey and Haydner in the backfield. They get the quarterback. Gives to Bailey again. Tries to duck under, not this time. Redskin defense was there.
That's a little more typical of the way Central normally plays. They play their linebackers very deep, but once they establish where the ball is, it's amazing how quickly they pursue to the ball.
Loss of a yard on that play. Vikings facing a 2nd and 11. We're on the Central 35. And going to the air again over the middle. No, almost picked off. Great effort by Andrew Carter, 25 of Central. Just missed picking it off.
It's interesting, one of the North strategies at the start of this game is obviously to pass the ball more than they normally have.
Try to stretch out the Central defense a little bit and open up their running game.
Exactly. Central come into the game prepared to try and stop Haydner. And to throw the ball deep, I think, is some excellent offensive thinking.
3rd and 11, Vikings. Central 35-yard line. Haydner's the one set back. It's going to the air again. It's caught. Jamie Gramer fumbles, and Central picks it up along the sidelines. There's the first turnover of the game.
What's characteristic of Central teams over the years is that they're very opportunistic. It'll be interesting to see after a turnover like that whether or not they can get their offense in gear now.
Emotion plays such a big part in this game that turnovers can really change the momentum and the whole reflection of the game. The Vikings 7, Central nothing, midway through the first quarter. First and 10 Central from their own 35. For Stratton, pounding up through the middle. Tackled by number 59, Ryan Houston.
Central sets up with what we call trips to one side or the other, and normally they run their plays to the strong side of the field. That play was run back to the weak side. So both teams are trying to get away from their tendencies early in the game.
2nd and 5. For Stratton and Kostiuk in the backfield. Goes to Verstratton again. He's caught in the backfield. And just about every North defender on the field was there to meet him. Dropped him for a loss of about 4.
That quick pitch to Verstratton is the cornerstone of their offense. And if Central's successful in if North will be successful in stopping that play, it'll force Central to go to other plays that they don't run quite as well.
3rd and 7 for the Redskins. North's defense so far has been tough, not allowed much. Again, it's Verstratton and Kostiuk in the backfield. McLean having a look. Going back to the air. It's caught. Eric Spaulding has enough for the first down.
Once again, that pass was thrown away from their formation, away from their strength. So I think that Central has some tricks up their sleeve as well.
He was wide open there, too, Ed. There didn't seem to be a North defender around him.
Well, he's very quick, and if you play him too tight, he'll beat you deep. So maybe it's best to give those passes up in front of the defender.
1st and 10 Central from their own 47. Back to the ground for Stratton inside. That seems to be Central's game right there.
That's
Pounded
right.
up the middle, get 4 or 5 yards a crack. That's really what won that 27-14 game for them, wasn't it?
Exactly. In fact, one of the best ways to play defense is to have an offense that consumes the clock, and that's been another trademark of Central football over the years. This, I think, is a really important drive for Central to get their feet back on the ground and to establish the fact that they can go back to their regular game plan.
2nd and 5 Central from their own 52. This time the handoff goes to Kostiuk, and he pounds up. He's there for a first down.
That's classic Central football right there. Run the fullback to the strong side of the formation. Good running and another first down.
Tyler Ross made the tackle there for North. But the Redskins, for the first time in the game, are in North territory. 1st and 10 from the Viking 53. This is a typical Central drive so far. Pounded up the middle. Throwing the odd pass. Back to Verstratton, and again, straight up the middle.
They've run that play almost every first down they've had, and they're establishing a 5-yard gain. It's pretty easy running an offense when on 2nd down you've got 4 or 5 yards left. One of the characteristics of Central's offense over the years is that it very rarely loses yards. It's always moving forward.
2nd and 5 Central. And again to Verstratton. Again, he breaks it through. A saving stop there. Number 21, Jeremy Uhlenbrook, may have saved the touchdown there. Just got his arm on him. Slow down Verstratton. And then he got some help to bring him down.
Well, Verstratton is a very dangerous runner. When he gets in the open field, he's difficult to tackle. Central gave that play a slightly different look. They put 3 backs in the backfield. Marty Garner went in motion early, drew a linebacker with them, and they attacked the area that had been vacated by that linebacker.
1st and 10 Central from the North 25. This time it's Kostiuk going right. Oh, nice tackle. Brad Walton.
First part of this drive, they had set their strength to the left. Now they've got it to the right. They ran that fullback over to the right behind a great block by their right guard, Brandon Watt. I think the play of the Central guards is often instrumental to how well the offense is going to go.
Second and about 5 from the North 20. Central driving, an impressive drive. It's Kostiuk. No, it's Verstraeten again up the middle. Take me out. Keep pounding the ball up the middle.
Well, there's an old axiom in football, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So until North establishes that they can stop that play, we're going to see a lot of it.
Now, Brad Walton seems to be in on a lot of tackles for North. He must be an important part of that defense.
He plays in the middle, and he's very aggressive. He's close to the ball.
Verstraeten again up the middle. This time he's stopped. Maybe a yard or two. Big play by number 89, DJ Weston there for the Vikings.
So once again, on first down, it's 4 yards.
Yeah. Second and about 6. From the North 8. Again, Verstraeten and Kostiuk in the backfield. Time Kostiuk running wide right, and he stopped for Ross. Great play. Tyler Ross, number 49 for North, got him low and just would not let him get anywhere.
Well, I think the key to North's defense is to play those outside linebackers, and if Tyler Ross can continue playing like that, he's going to stuff that play. Certainly number 54, the right guard from Central, wasn't able to make his block, probably putting Central into a passing situation.
I think they lost a couple there. It's third, about 8.
Biggest play of the game to this point, I think, Al.
Yep. I bet they go up the middle. What do you think, Ed?
No, I think they're going to throw it.
Oh, he's washed up open. Good call. That's why you're the coach. Eric Spalding.
That's a nice throw and a nice catch.
Yeah.
And I think more importantly, from Central's point of view, they've taken the rhythm of the game and they've established it the way they like to play. So 7-7, start of the second quarter. Let's start again.
Boy, he was wide open there, too. Just no defender or anywhere near him. McLean made the perfect pass. Verstraeten to tie the game. And he does. 7-7. Long, tough drive by the Redskins to tie the game.
Yeah, typical Central football. How many places are in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That was a 12-play drive with 4 first downs. It's exactly the way Central likes to play the ball. And it's interesting that they run the ball the first 8 or 10 plays and then throw the ball for the touchdown. And it just keeps a defense off balance. Obviously, North is going to have to make an adjustment and cover that backside split end.
Once again, big turnover there. Started that North 7-0 up. It looked like they were driving for perhaps another major, maybe just a field goal, but looking good. And then the turnover, and back comes Central. We got a brand new game. Verstraeten to kick it off here. Start of the second quarter. Mike Butler picks it up for North, trying to find some room. Nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. Eric Hart made the first hit on him for the Redskins. Marty Garner also in there on the tackle.
Penalty flag down. There often is a penalty flag down on special teams plays. In Canadian football, there's no blocking allowed below the waist. And as a result, we have an inordinate number of calls on special teams plays. Back. The call is Central offside, so we'll have a re-kick. I think North will like that penalty.
They lose 5 yards off the kickoff, Ed?
Yes.
And we're starting to kick it off again, this time from the 40. Mike Butler, Jamie Gramer deep for North. And there's the kick. It's a good one, a real good one. Gramer gets it, drops it, picks it up again. Getting some speed up, breaks one tackle, down he goes. Nice tackle out there. Jamie Ward for Central. And another flag down.
That flag was thrown after the play, maybe a face mask penalty, perhaps a roughing penalty.
Penalty against Central. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll move the ball to about the North 43. That's where the Vikings will start from. 7-7 tie. Bailey and Hayden are in the backfield for the Vikings. And it's a pass again over the middle. Oh, great effort. Dave Harris nearly got his fingertips on it.
That was a good throw, and he almost made a circus catch. It's interesting that what North has decided to do, obviously, in this game is to throw away the tendencies. And for them to throw a pass like that on first down is unusual, but it's very effective. And as a result, he was wide open.
I think North's thrown more times in this game already than they did in the entire last time these two teams met.
Of course, what they'll be looking for as soon as Central stretches the defense, they'll pound Hayner inside.
2nd and 10 North. This time goes to Bailey. He keeps driving. Gains about 4 or 5. Again, if they're expecting Hayner and you throw Bailey at him, that can shake him up a bit.
That's right, and he's tough to bring down. Certainly in the games we played against North, we found that the first person in very rarely was able to stop Richard Bailey. You need 2 or 3 guys to help.
Third and about 6 for the Vikings from their own 48-yard line. They don't want to go 3 and out here. They'd like to put something together, give their defense a rest after that Central drive. Goes to Hayner, pounding his way up, and he's got the first down. Good run by Hayner.
That was a good run. That's typical Doug Hayner running. And I agree with you, Al. That was a crucial first down. North had the punt there. Would have sent a signal that Central was taking control of the game. So a crucial play when they had to make it.
1st and 10 North right at midfield. Vikings 7, Redskins 7. North trying to drive down now. Early in the second quarter. 3 backs. Goes to Gramer. First one through. And he is met hard in there by Central's Mike Marling.
You know you're at a good football game, Al, when you can hear the contact.